Meta decks are not necessarily those with the highest payoffs, but rather those with strong and consistent effort-to-power ratios. Current top-tier contenders like Sword Soul and Floowandereeze create strong boards with minimal activations and often run tight combos that allow for powerful engines like Adventure. Additionally, they are also blessed with favorable type and attribute combos that grant them access to archetypal and generic support that can push a strong deck to its fullest. Sword Soul is able to fully utilize Tenyi monsters that act as extenders and going second disruptions like Ashuna and Vishuda, as well as powerful Yang Xing cards synergizing with deck synchro focus. Similarly, Floowandereeze's Wing Beast typing continues Konami's apparent love for the type and is able to make full use of the powerful barrier statue of the Stormwinds. That said, the decks mentioned would still perform well without these advantages, but their auxiliary favorable attributes are far from irrelevant. Understanding these strengths is important to rogue and off-meta decks because they act as a bar to clear. Ogdoadic is my pet deck and is far from a top-tier contender, but by pinpointing its distinct strengths and weaknesses, I'm able to beat decks that are clearly superior. Turning a casual deck competitive is a 3-step process. Step 1. Determine how strong the deck is. Some archetypes are too fragile, slow, or weak to ever compete consistently. Step 2. Identify distinct strengths and weaknesses. And Step 3. Build around the best elements and employ engines that complement the list. I'll explain the evolution of my Ogdoadic list and how I iterated through these stages as an example. The first step was recognizing the potential for repeated rank 8s. Snake Rain also appealed to my combo sense, as sending 4 monsters for the cost of a discard is so much potential value. The second was understanding Konami intends for the deck to be used to mill the opponent and dumpstering that, because that's stupid. The deck can often reach its goal of making a rank 8 regardless of how it opens, but Alert allowing them to add a monster to their hand is purely a disadvantage. With weaker decks, it is important to understand that maximum efficiency is nowhere near as important as consistency. Ogdoadic Water Lily is a 2-in-1 Foolish Burial and Monster Reborn, but once you slim down the Ogdoadic engine, the Monster Reborn effect becomes unnecessary. Step 3. Build around the best elements. Since the deck doesn't consume the normal summon, experiments with powerful normal summons like Dinos have proven fruitful. Ultimate Conductor Tyranno also turns Curse's free monster for the opponent from a hindrance into a boon, demonstrating that archetypes can cover blind spots of others. Next, we want to mimic those top decks by utilizing the best parts of other reptile decks. Snake Rain is very strong, setting up all Ogdoadic combos. King of the Feral Imps also fixes hands frequently. Lastly, the deck creates very high attack values, but cannot always go face. That makes can openers like Pentestag and Riptane Echidna awesome options for ending duels. A hidden final step is rigorous testing. I have been testing non-stop since Ogdoadic's OCG release and have gone through countless iterations. A future video will be dedicated to the random things I matched up with Ogdoadic's. While this was a top-down view, I hope it gave you some insight into the big picture decisions that go into making a casual deck competitive.